Hey, what is going, guys? Today's Chef here. Today with another video of Brawl Stars. In today's video, I'll be playing a little off mana comp in Gem Grab with Bull. So we have a Pam and a Spike, who are both really good in Gem Grab. However, Bull is definitely not the best just because of his range isn't that great, as well as when you do get his super is okay. If you can aim it well, and you do hit like your opponent and you're able to like kind of either charge at them and actually like land close to them, then it can work out really well. And a really good strategy to do with Bull is that when you're near a wall, when your opponent is near a wall, you can charge towards them because you stop at the wall. So if you're able to predict whether they're going to go forward or backwards, you're able to easily like charge and hit them with your super, dealing damage, as well as you're able to just stun them for a little bit and just two-shot them or just one-shot them. And yeah, if your opponent doesn't know where you are, they most likely won't be dodging, so you basically just aim in front of where they're walking. If they do know you're there with a super, then you do have to kind of make sure that you're not just like aiming towards the front, because they might be dodging you out. But yeah, that's just a bit more higher level strategy thinking. So for this map, Bull's actually quite good just because of all the walls. As long as you're able to get a spawn trap position or get the gem mine control, then you're pretty good because you just hide behind the wall. The opponent can't really push up that much. The only times they can actually push up is if they get two people to actually double team you, or else they can't really push up since you're behind that wall. You're just constantly hiding behind it. If they try to push up on you, you can just sneak up on them and just kill them. So yeah, both actually working quite well, as you can see here. And I'm going just really aggressively because if I die, I'm still okay because our Pam have all the gems. That's what you want to do. If your gem carrier, one of your players have all the gem, is to go really aggressive. Obviously you don't want to go too aggressive to where that you're leaving your gem carrier like alone by themselves. And especially if the opponent have a Leon, you definitely don't want to go too aggressive, because let's say you didn't know that Leon had invisibility and you didn't stay close to your gem carrier who has like 10 gems, for example, and you just let the Leon sneak up and kill him, then that's definitely not good. You just absolutely threw the game right there. So if you're versing against a Leon, just make sure that you're staying really close to your teammates towards the end, because yeah, who knows, maybe a Leon got a super, and if you always stay close, that's literally the best strategy to counter Leon, is to stay close together. However, you do have to make sure that if the opponent does have like splash damage brawlers, you don't stay too close to each other, because you don't want the splash damage to absolutely destroy you guys. For example, Jesse bounce shots or the Penny shots, you definitely don't want that to happen. So keep a distance, but don't stay too far apart, because if the Leon does come out of invisibility and try to kill your gem carrier, you do have to make sure that you either kill the gem carrier and pick up the gems if let's say your gem carrier died, or just protect your gem carrier. And yeah, for Brawl, for Gem Grab, Bull can work well in just basically one map. That for higher level gameplay, basically Bull only works on one, which is Stone Fort, just because of the grass in the middle. If you get the spawn trap, you can also work on the sides, but a lot of times on the sides it's a bit harder, because some people will play range Brawl, so they actually counter the tank. So sometimes that's gonna be a bit harder. And also like brawlers such as Spike, Rico, not really Rico anymore, just because of the longer maps or bigger maps, and also Nita can work quite well on Stone Fort. So that's why a lot of times as Bull, you want to just go mid or go on one of the sides when you start playing the match. But yeah, I wouldn't really recommend playing Bull on like Gem Grab that much, just because he's not that great in it. There's definitely a better option. If you are going to be playing a brawler, I would go for Primo, just because his super is actually more useful. And a lot of times in Gem Grab, you're not really going to use his charge at all, because if you go a bit too aggressive, you might just die, and if you miss your super, you're dead. So yeah, a lot of times you're just gonna have to be sitting on your super until you see a chance. And sometimes in a game, in a match, you might not even use your super once. You might just use it only for like escape purposes. So brawlers such as like Primo is so much better, because the super you actually use the super like regularly when you get it. And also just he has a lot of health. He doesn't deal as much damage as Bull can do. However, like his super is actually super strong. Once you get it, it's super effective against like range brawlers, because if they're trying to keep their range and you have a super, then you can easily jump onto them without having to dodge or try and get close somehow. So that's one of the reasons why Bull just isn't that great. And you see right there, I almost got them, but I missed. So basically I just wasted my super, and I was literally, there was no point in that super. So they're actually ahead right now, which is well played with them. We should be winning just because we have better comps than them. But yeah, Brock really counters Spike because Brock can two-shot a Spike if if the Spike does, or if the Brock does have a star power, because the star power will chip down the Spike, like Spike's health a little bit, and then allowing the Brock to actually two-shot it. So definitely Brock is a really good counter to Spike, and also I'm just Bull, which isn't really the best. And then the Mike is also kind of a good counter if you can hit the Mike shots. However, we're actually getting back into sponsor positioning, which is really good. So as you can see here, just I'm being quite of a distraction. I did charge out there just because I have decent amount of gems. Usually if I don't have any gems at all, sometimes I would just kind of die, because there's no point in wasting a super. Like really there's no point. I'd much rather have the super like saved up for aggressive play, or actually when I need the super, because if I don't have any gems, then there's no point in using it. Sometimes if I do have like one gem, I would still die depending on the situation. Let's say the opponents have like 2 gems and we have like 5. They're like just the one gem wouldn't really matter as much, so I'd much rather die than actually charging out. But if it's like a much closer match, let's say like 8 to 8, then I would actually charge out, because I wouldn't want the opponents to grab one more gem, because that will make it so that we lose 1 gem, which means we'll be at 7 to 9. So that definitely won't be a good spot for us. Yeah, so these guys aren't playing as well. We're not playing with matchmaking, because we need all of us are actually in Cactus Band. It's really nice. Shout out to Cactus Band. It's actually, we're top 5 right now, which is super amazing. So I thought when Global comes, there's gonna be a bunch of esports like teams that actually like create contracting players, a lot of top players, and this Team Liquid's basically the only one that actually got up there, one of like the newer bands or clubs, I mean. But yeah, just super nice that we're actually still up here. We were top 10 in the world for a very long time, actually, for like, I'm guessing like over maybe close to a year. So it's super nice to actually get back up here, and yeah, really excited to see what will come soon. Yeah, so maybe we can hit we're number 3 before, so super nice. That was a while ago, but right now I don't think we're gonna get that spot just now, just because we don't necessarily have the players that are like actually pushing a bunch. I kind of push a little bit sometimes. I probably push like 200 trophies a season just because I don't play anymore. But other players, most of the players who are like hardcore pushers, they just join Tribe or Nova, because yeah, they can't really find players that are like really good in like bandits, just because they're like there's definitely good players, don't get me wrong, but the players, they're not necessarily like good enough to verse up against other top players. So that's why people most of the top players just leave, and they don't actually stay, which is definitely unfortunate. But yeah, anyways, let's get back into the game, and we're just winning a whole bunch. None of this is cut out. I just cut out the matchmaking part of it. And yeah, Bull is actually super fun, especially when you get that sweet charge onto someone and you just 2-shot them. It's definitely super satisfying. But like I said, it's definitely hard to aim your super, because with Bull's super, it is quite hard to actually hit, because opponents actually have quite a lot of time to actually keep saying accident actually, but the opponents do have a lot of time to like actually see where you're going, unless you're super close, like to a wall or something, or where you can just stop pretty fast. But I would definitely not use Bull's super that much. If you want to push Bull, I would recommend pushing a Heist, because Heist is definitely a game mode where Bull is super strong. Bull is like the best brawler, I would say, in Heist, just because he can deal so much. Cole is also one of them that's really good. However, he's a much higher skill cap brawler. You do have to be able to hit a bunch of his shots to actually be good with, or to actually have the Colt being like useful in the match. Barley was also super strong. After the update though, he's gonna be pretty useless, just because he doesn't deal much damage anymore towards safe. So I feel like Mike is definitely going to be a better option, or like even Crow sometimes. But yeah, we're still racking up these wins. definitely got a really good team here. These guys, Gunna and the Kittens, both really good players, and sometimes trophies doesn't always matter. There's a lot of top players out there who are definitely not, with high trophies, but definitely aren't like that great. So, sometimes you just have to play with the lower guys, and these guys are really good friends of mine. I'm also playing with them on voice chat, and it's just super fun. I don't really care about losing, just because, I'm not pushing anymore. And then just also because I can just win these trophies back anyways, and I'm also pretty low in trophies right now when this video does go out, because season reset just happened. I'm around like 11.8k trophies, which is pretty low actually. It's actually really low. So yeah, I'll be starting. I want to get around 13,000 every single season. That's definitely, I actually have to invest time into it, because I am pushing other accounts of mine, and it's just yeah, I pushed actually 200 trophies today in heist, and I enjoyed none of it. It was all super boring. It's just really nothing fun, because actually I hopped on. I didn't really wanted to play on that account, but someone invited me, so I just said, alright, I'll play a couple of matches and see how it feels. And also, I was also waiting to see if there's an update today, and there wasn't any update, so I kind of just wasted like 2 hours. And literally, it was just, we had matchmaking, and the games just like, matchmaking took maybe around 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. Games took around 30 seconds to an hour, or not hour, a minute. So it's just super boring. Just we won probably like 30-2. So it was just super boring matches. But yeah, this match was actually super close, because I actually carried really on this match. I was able to charge in and then killed their gem carrier as well as killed their other teammates, so allowing Gunna to actually grab all of the gems. And then so yeah, this is what I was talking about with sometimes with Bull, is that his super is super effective if you're able to actually get it correctly. But that is it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoy some off meta comps, but I'll see you guys next one. Peace.